Let's get these glasses on so I can read the text a little easier. Aw, that kitty. Alright. It's time for me to get on to day 3, which is the second trial day. Return of Bad Samurai. Yes, select this one. Mew! Deirdre, why are you mewing? Crazy cat. She's not even stuck anywhere. She's roaming around. Dots.
My cat does that too.
Mr. Wright? Yes?
Where's your brother, Mr. Left?
Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia?
Sorry.
Oh. She looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. That's it, or lose the trial. No, Mia's still dead. Maya and Mia were both spirit mediums. Well, technically Maya is a spirit medium. She can channel her to where Mia can basically come into fruition through her body. That's how it works in the Ace Attorney universe. The spirit mediums can channel somebody who is dead, and then they basically take form in the summoner's body. This isn't gonna be easy. No. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Attorney Court, courtroom number 4. Grobble, grobble, grobble.
Got me some Chinese food.
Ooh, Chinese food. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Whittle Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand. Or that director. Look at this greaseball. Will the witness state his name and profession? Dots.
LOL.
How rude could you get? Don't you know me? I'm the director. I make the still samurai noob
the
raffle.
director by sight.
He's not. He
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
look like a typical director. He looks like a dweeb. I'll show you what I mean.
No, still, even if directors don't.
Oh yeah. This guy.
Salmonella, get it?
Salmonella. Yeah, I get it. Noob raffle. Edgeworth is unpleased. Salmonella.
Okay,
I'm a
no,
director.
that is not
Television.
a director. That's just your typical anime weeb.
Basically, yeah. What is his mouth right now? It looks like he has fish lips.
Oh, that's just what most nerds in American culture are depicted.
Oh, yes.
I shit you not.
Oh, nice. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. That sounded weird. Phoenix? Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know that means someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder. I was at the studios around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was, running an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard everyone else at lunch in the employee area, I had a meeting at the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting around 4 until 4. During the meeting, well, pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
Fish entitled. We'll get him next on.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. According to your testimony, you were in the meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, will you begin your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Okay, we need to press. Okay, press that one. Is that always when you come into work? Oh, no. I come in on all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know about the freaks in your industry. Still, well, I was pretty busy for that day. Why does he have a sad face emoji in his speech?
Hey, don't judge.
Okay, tell us more on that.
Just accept it as it is. Just accept it as it is, because this guy's a weirdo.
During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through.
Why'd you say
I don't know. In the employee area? Yeah. That's right. It was a fight scene between the Sail Samurai and the Evil Master. Was anybody else at that run through? Oh yeah. Dig it, Deirdre! Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, lol. She was-
This guy seriously just say lol?
Yes!
No. I refuse.
She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
What, you gonna just say she was a scared boy? He said see you he was a scared boy. She said see you later, boy.
Yeah. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four.
Why'd you say the lungs for it? That just sounds weird.
Because Old Bag was cheering on the victim because she is a fangirl of him.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. The old lady's creepy.
Yeah. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But Will Powers twisted his ankle during the run through, see? Alright, thus the limp. Which, of course, lead me to missing lunch. Ruffs, rolling on the floor, starving.
Raffle.
He ends it with an S.
Really? Really? This man should not be considered a professional.
I heard everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steaks. The assistant cooks them up. Ah! What is his face? Tend to think of it. There was some plates with some bones on in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in studio too, so I skipped lunch. Wait. Hang on. There you go. Let's press this one. So, in the end, you didn't go get to eat? Yeah. No steak, at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about you seem a little odd? It is a bit vague. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Mandela, just now you said steak, at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to starve off starvation. What?
What is with this guy?
I don't think he's very... Oh, right in the head. Is that all? I'm sure there's something else. I need to press this one again. I'm gonna say it's contradictory, but maybe I'll just in case save. Say that again, just a good measure. There we go. Contradictory. Yeah, something does seem odd now they mention it. Mr. Mandela? What does you want? Why is he sweating? When you were at
He's a
when
nerd.
you went to Studio 2,
He's a big fat
I saw
nerd.
something on the table there. There were 2 plates on the same kind of plates on the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. He's sweating so much. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat it after all. Stop with the tongue wagging. It's weird. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I admit the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking it could be eaten later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? Well, we took one break during that meeting. And then I wolfed it down then. Ugh. A mental image will carry me to the... A mental image will carry me to the grave! Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Neither. We're in the meeting around 4. Hold it. What were you discussing? The Seal Samurai story and our budget. Get this. The sponsors turned to me and say, Mr. Mandela, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So...
Yeah, a guy that goes around and murders people.
So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Did you take a single... You didn't take a single break? Well... Yeah, no one did. He's sweating. What's he sweating about?
Well, babe, how many times I tell you?
True.
He's a fat, stinky nerd.
If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Smack his desk. Wait a second. Mr. Padilla, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during break? Oops! Ruffle!
Can we
well...
How old is this game?
The original game came out 2002, I believe, and the DS
Okay, that was
ports
already
was
on
like
the
2005.
that was already the DS port was. That game was that phrase was out the window already.
Wait, what? How old is this man, actually? I'm curious now. He's 32 years old!
That's teenager speak. What the fuck?
Well, Mr. Mandela, what is this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor? I called on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Mandel, your testimony, please. Eek! Oh no, Edgeworth is laughing.
Edgeworth is a tool, so...
Old Meg was right to refer to him as Edgy Boy. Yeah, we took a break, Ruffle. It was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only a 13 in base 12. What the heck does that mean? Base 12? I'm confused. I'll let it go for now. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. What? Who devours a T-bone steak in 13 minutes?
I forgot I need to apply.
Okay.
I gotta apply at...
I don't think it would be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. The break. Let's press. We took the break, Ruffle. What time did you take this break? I'd say it was from 2:30 till 2:45. Oh, okay. 2:30, you say, huh? That's the time of death. He could have gone to Studio 1 and killed Hammer, then come back. I guess that's possible time-wise. Oh no, Edgeworth. Stop staring me down. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's like only 13 in base 12. What were you doing with those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. I know. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder, that's for sure, in Studio 1. Why is that? Objection. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in that trailer went to Studio One. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim somebody in Studio... Did you claim that someone from the trailer went into Studio One? I kind of want to say yes. I kind of want to say yes. What? I'm gonna save in slot 3, a slot that I haven't used yet. Just in case save, I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna claim it and claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then this trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at exactly 2:30, the exact time the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I got the judge thinking now. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Edgy, never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Oh, snap. Surely you knew from 2:15 to 4 p.m. the path was blocked between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. What? You're right.
That's only
True, the break in the trailer enemy came right at the time of death. However, the path from the scene of the crime there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barreled the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel the desire to correct him. No counter argument, Mr. Wright? I'm afraid you'll lose this right. Okay. I'm gonna reload from the point. Impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects. But I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it's impossible for anyone to go to the studio at that time. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtless, friendly on thin ice. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Quite simple. Truth, the break in the trailer came at the time of death. However, the path to the scene, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barreled away. Alright. Don't need the ergo. When people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the road is blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to revive Mr. Mandela from the stand. Or relieve him. What? It's over? Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. Therefore, they have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Powers could have worn it that day. That is lacking decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. Oh, Deirdre. If we had it, I'm afraid we would have found Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce we have indeed had decisive evidence. A witness. Oh, Deirdre. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? A witness to the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Oh. Hi, kitty. Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. The court is adjourned for recess. Oh. Oh, little theory. Defendant lobby number 1. Okay. Oh no, Mia does not look happy at all. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, then what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I never give up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. The only one thing came clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. Though there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to all children everywhere, after all. Ow. Deirdre, stop! Stop biting my foot! You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. No. Now you want to lick my hand. Ooh. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? Hey! The court is now back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. Aye! Our witness is a grade schooler of 10 years, and this is a murder case. Ow! Deirdre? What are you doing, girlie? Ah! We worried that the defense might have an unnecessary trauma about his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Deirdre, ah! Oh, I love how he doesn't even fit over the witness stand. Like, you can barely see the kid's head. Ah! Stop it! Ah!
Lightly pull on her scruff, babe.
I can't! It's not. Stop it! I am pulling on her scruff. She's not letting go.
You ever heard of sour apple? It's meant to stop play biting.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stop. No. Ah.
There's a spray that for future reference that you can get that will stop play biting.
Okay. Ah. Yeah. Yonder. Perhaps you can arrange for a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. There, now we can see his head. Aww. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Hey! Stop it! No. Ah! Stop! No! Deirdre, I'm gonna have to take... What's happening? Guys?
Yeah?
Okay. Witness? What? Just because you're a grown-up doesn't mean you get to push me around.
Use a... okay, spray bottle won't work. Distractions works to redirect your cat's energy away from biting you.
Let's see, Cody.
Cat repellent has bitter orange, such as bitter orange to object chewing. So I guess you could rub that if you.
Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hatkins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is gonna be a
long. Move the biting kid into a safe area for a timeout period.
Oh, I did that already.
Cat repellent.
Yeah, timeout period.
Yeah, my cat was attacking my foot, chat, in case you guys didn't know.
Let me look up bitter orange.
Let's see. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, or you were at Globo Studios on the day of the incident? You got a problem with that? I love how he goes straight to drawing his sword. Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth. I prefer... I can't even read that. We all went by too fast. A very long day. Incidentally, the photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like a special permission if that's possible. What? So you're saying you had bargaining terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. I don't know how to use it at all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of that on the court record. Cody's camera. Okay. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court on what you saw the day of the incident. Or accident. I don't know. Either or works, basically. I went to the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. We went through the woods on the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I kinda lost the way, though, for 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. And of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, I would have had a shot for I wouldn't have time for a shot, I tell you. But I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we've seen here, honestly. Let's see. Just once? I thought you said you did this multiple times. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do! I tape every show! And I go to all the live performances. That's very impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh! My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Is it really that accessible? Was that the first time you've been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple times. But I never managed to get in there on rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went for the woods on the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path. Yeah, you know how there is a path. How the path to the studio's in the alley there? If you go off a little to the woods, that's where I was. See? Anyhow, I was going to the studio. Wait. I was going to the studio. Okay. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio? I kinda got lost on the way though for 30 minutes, really. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But I guess what happened next? I came out by the studio and there was Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. He looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. What kind of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall. Skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kinda far away. He's being awfully vague. Of course, Steel Samurai took him down. Pow. Pow. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not for a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, I would have taken a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out, he went home. Phoenix? Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Do I have anything? Wait a second. Wait. Kinda got lost for 30 minutes. Out came a season zero. Wait. If I had my camera, wait. Didn't he say that he takes a picture everywhere he goes and makes a scrapbook? Hang on. Wait, can I just in case save? Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna raise an objection because of this little morsel here. No? That wasn't it? How does that not contradict? He says he's taking a photo every time. Can I? Always carries it. Hang on. There we go, better. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera everywhere you go? You were quite clear about that. Oh, huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting too much pressure? What is this digital camera contraption you were talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a sort of... It's a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't have brought that camera on the trip to the studio. You did bring it with you, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? I love how he's standing on his little box. So you did have a camera. Didn't you use, and you did, did you use this camera? Oh, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Went to the Okay. Why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. And you didn't turn away not even once? No? Okay then. Then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'll get into that. Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy, then wham. So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. What happened next? then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. How exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, a samurai punch, a samurai chop, a samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play with this? Let's see, what should I do about this man here? Or this kid? I'll press harder and see. Yeah, let's press harder. Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Then you must have missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness stated what he quite clearly saw. No, you know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is, Cody, you must have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he may have missed something so vital? Well, yeah, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know. I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. Oh, hang on. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Okay. I need to think this through. Why couldn't he have watched him? Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, joy.
Oh, it sounded like, oh joy, this idiot again.
Oh.
Oh boy, this idiot again.
Let's see here. Feel like I might need to show some evidence.
You sound adorable when you're focused.
No.
Ah, dang it. Frickin' pillows.
Your Honor,
Meanwhile,
I have evidence.
you hear just like frickin' pillows.
Evidence.
All you hear is me shouting pillows on top of my lungs.
Pillows! Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? This camera? Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I am aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at a critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Aye! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Oof.
Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize
Aww.
there's no way he could just stand there, watching his hero. And not to take a picture.
This is cute.
Aww.
Thunderlords. This Thunderlord is a poem.
Oh.
Two they were, an artist and a scientist. Music flowed in their souls and raised from their lips.
Nice.
Not weapons of war they made, but instruments of peace. The thunder fell and they were cast apart. Love was sundered as the world collapsed.
Cody?
They sang in pain and sought to reunite, but crimson eyes glowed in the dark. Their union was... Dang it, game! Let me read it!
There was only one reason why you would have looked away from that fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Oh no, the grump face.
They
Yeah.
sang with pain and sought to reunite, but
No.
crimson eyes glowed in the dark. Their union was not meant to be. He held death in his hands. Stars burned in his footsteps, and her. The convocation was reborn. The funeral pyre lit. As forever after their love fuels death. The last words, a curse and a cry. Their names are now lost, but their love will not die.
Aww, it's adorable.
It's kind of dark.
It's
Not gonna
adorable
lie.
and dark. I bet you anything he's had more
mean-
than that. Let him testify again.
Thorn is just okay. I could read Thorn's lore book tab, but oh dear Lord, that would need me to explain a lot. And I don't think you have the you don't want to deal with me explaining.
Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo, question mark? You look so sad!
I'm sorry, but this is murder charge.
I know. Well, he's not being accused of murder. He's asking to testify.
For being a snarky asshole. You should know
I know.
that this is no joke
Yeah.
matter to be a snarky asshole in.
I know. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open this time, so I missed. So that's all that happened. Yep. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Let's see. Right, let's see. You're right, Pops. I'm not gonna press that one because that just seems stupid to question that one. Escape
Why are
the
you
clutches
calling
of-
me Pops? I'm not your dad.
How old is Phoenix, I wonder? Because I think he's like 24.
Just imagine Phoenix saying, I'm not your dad.
See.
I'm just saying that. Just think about that. And just shouting at the top of his lungs in a black man accent, I am not your dad.
Wait a second.
I completed. Triumphs
I
completed.
held up my camera to take the
Insidious.
picture.
Rebel, bitch, rebel, fight. Sex, get the violence, shit.
Let's press. Why did the lens not open? When the
Obviously,
lens
kid's
opened,
incompetent.
what did you see? Well, a person on the ground in the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep. Hold it. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't get a picture. Oh, I would have once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even one? Press harder. Now you definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackett.
Yeah?
I know exactly what happened that day.
No, I'm
You
good.
took a picture.
I'm hanging out with Angie.
Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see for your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so Why would... Wait. You erase them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. There has to be something. Dig up some dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. How old? I think Phoenix is 24 and this kid's like 7.
I ain't your daddy. Don't even start calling me Pops, though.
I need to present him with the path to glory. His scrapbook that contains the photo of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. If he had won, why wouldn't he have taken it? Cody? What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
Well, you are an annoying little shit.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture of the Steel Samurai lands a final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Then why'd you miss this one?
Cody, if you really did get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe, if you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright! What exactly is this album? Judge, you need to get out more. It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among the pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way. No way. Phoenix? I think we've finally discovered the truth. And the truth, and what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this?
Wait, did the kid actually fucking kill him?
Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why is there no picture in the album the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photo he had taken? The photos were blurry. He erased them and was like, the Steel Samurai didn't actually win. I can only think of one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No, no way, no! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. I never lose, and he never loses to anyone, ever. Well, Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason he lied and told us he didn't have to take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, was inconceivable that the samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. Witness, I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Oh. Ah! Oh no, he's bawling his eyes out. Cody? That day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight. Right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order! Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to the witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have made a series here. You need to open up
your eyes, you Captain Dipshit.
Apparently, we have made a series here. Dipshit. I know, right? An error? What is this error you're talking? What is this all about? The Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and laid still. In other words, Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in the costume is the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew that Will Powers of his foot injury. But wait. Didn't Mr. Hammer go to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He had already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Nice flashback, voice, babe.
Mr.
Totally nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Bravo. I'm sorry. That was mean.
Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. Question mark? I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was a piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital
Diva,
camera.
the worst Overwatch character. For some reason, she's sucking a wiener.
Huh? What? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here. This is it. Well, looking at this is still a little hard to say. I'm afraid it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. Isn't indecisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That's the photo evidence we need to win this trial. Oh, what? Your Honor? May I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There is a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know of them in that photo. Find the inconsistency of the photo.
Is it like the big one? Those two pictures, like one of them is find the 5 differences in the 2 photos that are exactly the same.
No.
I always fail those ones.
It's not that.
I always suck at those.
Let's see here. Okay, wait.
For God ain't on your side. Turning in to smell it in the air because now you have such an easy soul to steal.
What is this inconsistency?
You should have known the price of evil. It's to know that. Wow, it's a fucking nightmare. Now your nightmare comes to life.
Yeah, what is this? What could it be? I honestly cannot tell.
There's always Mr. Walkthrough that can help you.
Yeah, I know.
But you want... It's okay to take the L once in your life. I know it's scary to take the L, but... You're gonna have to accept taking the L sometimes. And it never hurts to... It's never wrong to look for help.
Could it be this? Could it be this? I think it's here. You seem to be lacking more confidence than usual. I suppose it's because I'm not confident about it at all. Wonder if you think this is right? Yes, Your Honor. Inconsistency. What's inconsistent about anything? Oh, this? Maybe? Wait, what is this up here? Your Honor, look at this! I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
Who's this, the
judge.
I mean, it sucks to feel left out, in all honesty.
Yeah, I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here.
This fucker's seriously just standing there.
No. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the game lab photo. Your Honor? Here is the true scene of the crime. It really happened in Studio 2.
The body was just dragged.
Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 in the game, the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer, I'm gonna say. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held at that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we've heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in that trailer was guilty because he couldn't have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed the murder. They were the ones with access to the crime studio too. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person in the security guard missile bag saw the victim Jackhammer. Jackhammer for some reason stole a Steel Samurai costume. And then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! Jackhammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal the Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting so he can cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that Jackhammer stole that costume. Oh, I have proof for ya. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Well, now they are so surprised. Suddenly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right though. Here's my proof that Jackhammer stole the costume. I want to say this picture here. Wait, that can't be it, right? Gotta get some proof to knock this off. Mr. Wright, we don't have... Okay. Proof that he stole it? The... sleeping pills? This is it. It's empty. It's an empty medicine bottle? I found this in the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise suspicious, yes? But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Can we examine the bottle? Or examine his body? I'm kind of curious now. Let's get to the fingerprints, because I don't think we're allowed to examine his body. Idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claims are true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. Gah! I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. The court will suspend proceedings of the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim of Jackhammer.
I think they were trying to frame him.
Probably.
In the killing, but the MC Hammer, or whatever his fucking name is.
Jackhammer.
Whatever. I don't care. His name's MC Hammer now.
The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Do your homework and find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the samurai costume? And also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, the court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. Defendant Court, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Phew! That was a close one. You were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home to all 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? Both of you seem so confident. Maybe you should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? Aw, I wasn't kidding. Oh, Phoenix. Now, Mr. Powers. We'll have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll have the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks. Aww. That poor man. Seems like a gentle giant, that guy. Yeah, let's save. Okay. 3:27 p.m. at the law offices. Okay. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all we need is a motive and proof. Wow. Get going, Nick.
Well, I hear Nick. I don't think Nick as in...
What?
Phoenix. I'm thinking as Nick Valentine, the detective from Fallout 4. The only good thing about this that game.
Under the internal trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. What's that? That is the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they had to speed up the whole process. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, no time to waste. Alright. Let's go to the detention center and talk to Powers. Aww. I love the mutton chops for some reason on him. Mr. Wright, you did very well today. You did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And could you wipe that grit off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I could do to help.
Part 5 of which game?
This is the first in the Phoenix Wright trilogy. Capital C. Let's see, please. No laughing matter. Let's talk to him. Let's talk to him about Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Ms. Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's
Got
well
it,
respected
thanks.
in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at global studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Oh, really? Let's talk about the director, dude. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai ID to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call. She could have ordered the hit. Probably. Though I can't imagine about him jumping much. Talk about Hammer.
He is kind of a fat ass.
True.
Me. I'm just ripping into this guy and I don't even know him.
Oh, I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? Then he dropped off the face. Why is that? Oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in the business. But he stopped taking on big roles. That's why he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to seeing the sequel to Samurai Summer! Dang it, Maya. He just
Samurai Summer. These are all just anime names.
It's like a rom-com featuring a samurai. That's what the description of the poster in the trailer
Oh my god, okay, no. Why? I know it's Capcom, but there's a point where you gotta get, like, people gotta say, we get it, Capcom. It is a Japanese area.
This is supposed to take place in America, by the way.
Yeah, I don't get that. Americans aren't that into samurai.
He just gave up.
Kids are more into army men. Last time I checked.
True. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right around when Miss Vescas came to Global. 5 years ago.
Are you playing with a friend?
My boyfriend's in the party chat with me. He's just kind of going through while I'm playing along right now.
I'm just here. I'm just here for the ride.
Oh, Muffin. Oh no, there's old bag.
I murdered people. And I shuck wiener.
False, I like samurais.
False, I like samurais. Dots. The old wooden peg is sure quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. She's still looking at me with a blank stare. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts at the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. You eat those donuts, you die eating the donuts.
Whoa, hold up, woman. Hold up. Hold the f up.
I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she's always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer?
Yeet.
Look, the
Miss my
studio
grenade. Look
people
my
don't
hammer.
want me talking about her. So sorry. Let's talk about the direct-to-video director. I wonder if he did direct-to-video porn or something. And that's why he was so much of a creep. Probably. He would be the kind to do
Direct-to-video! Direct-to-DVD porn! No, babe. Yeah, of course there's porn. No, they're all direct-to-DVD.
That would kind of explain the creepiness factor he showed towards Maya.
Babe.
Or maybe he's just a creep in general, I don't know.
He's a nerd.
Okay, can I ask you about Salmonella, the
That's
director?
all he is a nerd.
Sal? He's a soft pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but he likes it. Huh? Why would
Listen,
anyone
some
like
people
being
can have a
treated like
domination fetish, okay?
He
We don't
seems like the
judge.
kind, yeah.
We don't hate, we appreciate.
Well, Maya's innocent. She doesn't know this stuff. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Let's talk to her about Hammer.
Aw, our dominance level was at 69.
Nice. About Mr. Hammer.
Well, now that I'm talking about dominance, now it's just weird.
I heard what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer dragging his star down from the sky and stomping on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. Stop fanboying. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. Listen to me, you
Old bag will
whippersnapper.
remember
Poor
this
old
moment.
Hammer will never do such a thing. Why
Did
would
you
he
hear
steal
me?
power?
Oh, I just did a freaking telltale little meme. Old bag will remember this moment.
Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? Why he would
'Cause
never
you probably
stoop so
harassed
low.
him.
It's impossible.
You probably harassed him. You harassed Edgy Boy, as you called him.
Oh, edgy boy. See, I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues laying around. Yarg! Gumshoe! No touching! Eek! Gumshoe! Oh, sorry, pal.
I'm MC Hammer right now. Can't talk. I'm literally running around with a giant hammer.
Didn't mean to frighten you.
Destiny's supers have gotten weirder. I mean, at first I was chucking them, now I've got a giant one.
Nice. Didn't mean to. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic sometimes.
With broken wings,
It's supposed to be. I suppose it's the actor name. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table.
Oh my gosh, I just got launched.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yes, pal. Traces.
Damn it!
Can I? No, I don't want to. I don't want to move. I want to examine.
We lost. Y'all
They
died.
said that last it was, and I know they'll fix it. I'll just kick it off again. That poor assistant. Let's look at the plates. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably shook clean up. Let's keep out my stick, okay. The electric bike. The electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Maybe it makes it easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle bikes for exercise? Let's see. Look at the door. Storage room. Need to move. I wish I could look at this thing here, but I can't. Let's talk
Was
to
I
Ed.
killing Pony last time with my jokes?
I think so. Stag, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? I believe so, yeah. For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. He reacts to
Our science guy. Our science guy.
That's actually how he said it. Oh, Gumshoe,
I
we
wanna
love
scream.
you.
Wanna scream. This guy's making me nuts.
This reacts to the sleeping pill, see? If there's traces, it'll change color.
Not a science guy. It's called a freaking analyst.
Yeah.
Or.
Okay. Wow. Neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting
Either
for?
analyst or scientist. Make up your mind. It's not science guy.
I know.
Pissing me off.
Everything is due in time, pal.
Yeah, and I'm about to come into that video game and kick your ass, Gumshoe, for being stupid.
Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright?
Oh wait, he's got two little brain cells that wouldn't make any difference.
Aw. So the food on this place had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. The steak plate is now added to the court record. Alright, let's talk to him about the investigation. How goes to your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we could switch suspects, okay? What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure if I buy the case against Powers anymore. I kind of feel bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Let's talk to him about Edgeworth. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cut with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow. The fury of Edgeworth. Yeah,
that just sounds like an angry emo kid. What's he gonna do, slit his wrists?
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Yeah, I got good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
Called it.
That means... Yep, looks like he was the one who put Powers to sleep. It looks like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Okay, so sleeping pill bottle is back in my inventory. Alright, let's move to the dressing room. See if we can find anything new. Oh, it's the assistant girl, Penny. Oh, hello. What are you doing in here? Oh, I was cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm grateful for all you have done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No!
Oof.
Let's talk to him about Hammer.
Yeah, you can't continue a show
after a controversy like this. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't continue a show.
He's
gonna have to find more work.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer? Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh, I thought he went to Studio 1? He stole the Steel Samurai costume too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Ms. Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt?
Oh, yeah, porno.
What
This
dirt?
guy was an ex-porn star.
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
Fun fact, did you know Sylvester Stallone was a porn star? I shit you not.
Nice. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Okay, let's talk to her about the last episode of Steel Samurai. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why?
They're gonna make Mortal Kombat the movie 346.
Hopefully they'll do it better than Mr. Lawrence Kasanoff did with Annihilation.
I mean, I'm just joking here.
I know. I still hope that project would still be better than Annihilation. It's sad that Global Studios...
Wait, there's another Mortal Kombat movie coming out?
I don't know if there is, but I hope that there will be one in the future. It's sad that what happened to Global Studios.
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be hard to find someone to play Johnny Cage. Because now they're gonna look at the new game and they're gonna be like, okay, there's new characters we have to incorporate now. First 3 words that come out of their mouth. First word that comes out of their mouth. Shit.
I kind of wish that Glendon Ashby, the guy that they got to play Johnny Cage in the very first Mortal Kombat film, was still in tip-top shape, because that would be awesome. Because he was too fitting. Especially the $500 sunglasses.
The $200 glasses, asshole.
Yes, that. Why aren't they gonna do kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna go upstairs, get myself dinner.
Alright. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? But what about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, it can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is what it's called for here. Here, take a look at this. Here, look at the path to glory. And this is a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just to have some adults just so somebody else could save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. Yeah, right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what is it that Global Studios is so intent on hiding? Tell me about the accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell me what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can't tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt that she had on Hammer? And that's why Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid of what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know that you know who knows this? You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was there at the stadiums back then. You know. Thanks. We'll try asking her if she'll talk. No, I didn't want to go back to the dressing room. I meant to go back to the main gate. What, are you still slinking around? What, you're still slinking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take it over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do you think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She started to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Tell me about 5 years ago, Ms. Oldbag. I want to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh no! What happened? Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas? Nichols? Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? What whippersnapper? Digging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just trying to do my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole the costume? Yeah. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole the costume. Show her this bottle again. Here's my proof. What? What's this little bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. Well, what does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. What's the proof they use it? This. Power the ATO steak for lunch, correct? Oh, well, yes, well, so. This plate was used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Ms. Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Ms. Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an incident. A fatal accident. Accident. Why do we keep alternating? I don't know. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Ms. Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Ms. Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This picture? Is that the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor off and the man fell into the flower box fence. Oh, so he's that's why the fence is all bent over in Studio 2. Someone was impaled on it. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Thanks, Miss Oldbag. We need to go to the outside Studio 1. Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder why someone called him. Like the director or the producer? Probably Vasquez herself. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Because he basically had her all around, wrapped around her finger. It was because she tried to silence everybody from letting word get out about the accidental death that Hammer had done. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? She's still smoking away on her very long cigarette holder. Hey! Oh! Ah! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's what she had to say, apparently. Can I examine a light vein for moving staff and equipment around? Keep it in pretty good shape. It looks like it'll run fine. Hey, let's go for a joyride. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? An incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean this much. This is where Cell and D ate.
There's just a... I'm reading these. These two are just flame warring each other.
Really?
In this... Yeah, this is supposed to be a settlement showcase. And each other are flaming on each other.
Nice. Don't put that place left. So they eat T-bone steaks too. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something just feels odd, you know? You can't say that I do. Look at the fence here. There's some flowers there. Wow, so pretty. But take good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yeah, someone died on those flowers. Or at least on the fence. Let's look at these boxes. These look like materials for making a movie set. Must be sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Let's look at Vasquez over here. Let's talk to her about Hammer. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I am not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. The Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you should talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Yeah, let's examine the trailer. Good idea, lady. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy here. I guess she was still on high from getting that rare card she needed. No, I don't want to move, I want to examine something. The Samurai Summer. I need to look at this poster again. The poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I've seen that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse?
They really think us Americans are really into samurai. No.
Nothing here that can be a clue.
Anything. We think they're just a little overrated.
Let's see.
I mean, it's literally what got the Japanese into World War II.
True.
I'm joking.
There are some documents and paper cups scattered around. Okay. Looks like they were designed for a set to be used in the Steel Samurai show. They got some figures for how much the set will cost. I can't believe I've actually spent... Okay. Maybe if I move somewhere? Anything I can talk to her about? No. The detention center? Let's talk to her about the Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what I have to find out. The director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Maya always seems... Is Maya always this excitable? Okay. Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. But maybe we should go talk to WP? Okay.
Meet my dedication, inspiration.
Let's go back. Detective Gumshoe must have left by now. He's probably thinking about what to do in tomorrow's trial. I bet Edgeworth's pretty angry with him. Let's go to the dressing room again. Your sister must have gone off somewhere. That stuff about Mr. Hammer must have really come to a shock to her. Come on. Can't talk to her again. Let's move to Studio 1. Then to outside Studio 2. Can I... Maybe I'll show her the picture. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Ms. Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's stronger, don't you think? The wind.
She's ignoring your chat. Fucking take. Some people don't know how to take the L.
Your conversation interests me. Let's talk more about this inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. I'm sort of scared now. I need to save, because I feel like something awful's gonna happen. I don't know why, but I got this weird gut feeling and I said, this came. Well then, what was it you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he's doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? Haven't pulled anyone
Be careful,
down
she
from
might pull
anywhere.
a gun.
Mr. Hammer's career went sour on his own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me! What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? Oh boy. What
This
do you
woman
mean?
is a bitch.
I must I spell everything for you? Think. What would have been if it wasn't an accident? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? I ran him hard. Believe you me. Wait, and I ran him hard, believe you me. What? That doesn't make sense. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh? Well, she's a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on a reporter who brought that photo to the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. Old Big beat up a paparazzo just to get a picture. Okay. So that's why she had that photo. She's an old fool. Of course, the reporter would need... Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. Only one copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now.
Nah.
What? This is valuable evidence. Boys! Oh my gosh, she called on the mafia. Oh jeez.
This is why all detectives and lawyers should have a gun on them.
Who are
And
they?
this is America.
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Oh, what? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why
Babe,
do you want this photograph so badly?
bail.
I can't.
Bail, don't question.
I can't bail. This is Mr. Hammer's
There's a
girl.
window. You can jump out a window.
It's not. It's a sealed window. Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? Yeah, why do you care about this death? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it where you'll be going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. Gumshoe, I've never been more happy to see you. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will have to be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
She literally threatened to murder.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared.
Babe, getting a little too into it.
But
Damn
it's
it, I died.
Maya, and she's supposed to be the sweet innocent girl. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I was just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line since I became a detective. Aww. Okay. I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, Looks like we're gonna have to get close to the. Looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the
I
bottom?
gotta switch controllers and I gotta go
Yes,
get my
yes.
phone.
Okay. Aww. Oh.
So I'll be back. I gotta go put up my plate
All right.
and get my phone.
All right. Let's save. Alright, let's move on to the trial. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Actually, yeah, one second, guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom quickly. Be right back. Okay, I'm back now. Okay. Today is the final day of this trial. I both hope the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today we'll call people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. For their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Let's see here. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vescaz to the stand. D. Vescaz is the producer who was present in Studio 2 that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Dots. D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. How's it going?
Nice.
I dislike needless banter. If you may professionally, do it when I am not here. Oh no, even Edgeworth doesn't even like the producer. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little bit before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks at the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later in studio when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. I have questions about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There is a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it'd be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Wait. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer at, a little before noon. Let's ask you. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this person? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. No one left during the meeting. No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. Edgeworth, the witness is not here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Exactly when was that? I had forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I think it'd be between those times. You would think, come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during this time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, right. Oops! It was a 15-minute break. Selenite eats T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Hold it. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I need someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she would have had time. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she said a little more. It's hard, but I think she's pretty used to being the boss. I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction when she said somewhere. Oh, I have an idea. Alright, let's save before I press. Or not press, before I raise objection. A large bone. I think I'll raise an objection with the steak plate. There we go. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. That it's a plate? It's a plate that was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone is left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Eek! Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone?
Steak.
I think I know now. You ate the bone too. You ate a boneless steak or you didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Ooh. I see. Then what Miss Vasquez is doing during that break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting with the Steel Samurai or picking on Salmon? Picking on him? I think she was meeting with him, the samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Grubbles. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. Then, as you did, you killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? Edward,
I mean, she did threat. Edward, shut the fuck up and just
what kind
take
of
the
stuff are
goddamn
you trying to
L.
pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today was going to be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was the murder weapon? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. Yes. As you can say, I am a woman of petite stature. How is it possible that I use the heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could. Wait, I need to look at my court records. The murder weapon. A break in the staff has been mended with duct tape. Okay, I think you could. It's not impossible. Maybe it's not impossible, but silence. I'm speaking. Urgh. She shuts up, Edgeworth. The victim was stabbed from the chest from the front, yes? I believe it would be indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the steel samurai costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. How is it possible I would win such? Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the steel samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean this suggests I have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, Wright. If you still think she didn't show us proof. Hey, Nick. Look at the data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you? The fact that it broke in half and was mended with duct tape? Yeah. Something odd about that spear? Wait. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Well, I won't hold you to your claim, but I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you. Oof. Let me backtrap. I want to consider the witness could have not used spear or not. However, it has no bearing on the case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. Can you prove that the samurai was not the weapon? Should I show him the 5-year-old photo? Or should I show him the spear itself with it being mended with tape? I think I might have to present the photo or the spear. It's one of those two for certain. Let's see here. Which one should I go with? Everything okay? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll present the spear since it's broken. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But this is a murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that spear broke during the action sequence run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume like this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Or driving at? I don't know. Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Edgeworth cannot believe this woman. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove with a mech? Oh, I can tell you.
It was a bullet. Motherfucker was... it was a motherfucking bullet.
I would make a claim that... like that if you could tell me what the weapon was. Afraid your confidence could sometimes be unfound, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see the murder weapon then. Alright. Feast your eyes on this! Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright? What is this about? This photograph was from 5 years ago. This was the unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This photo of that very accident, not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it? See the fallen man in the photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Happened again. Oh! Mr. Wright, continue. It was 2 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Hammer did himself 5 years ago. Whether she did this on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Jack Hammer, he died the same way he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. How could a man like you... I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true. Mr. Wright, I say for the sake of the argument, Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? Inside his costume, no less. Ha! Are you claiming I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned
No, you had the mob do it.
and returned to the trailer in the space of the 15-minute break? How could I dispose of the body? The break in the meeting was at least 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off to the stairs before his death? They carried the Studio 1 placed in his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then, Mr. Wright. Please show us how she carried the body. This van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Oh! Recall your testimony. There was a rehearsal afterwards and we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before anyone else got there, you put the body into the costume. Oh! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Manila was a conspirator? Was he or was he not? I don't think he would have anything to do with Hammer. Of course he was. Of course Salmonella was to be used as a contributor. The body had been placed in the van. It put it into the costume. There was no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that she had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator, so that's why it was very much covered in soot. As he determined. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? Ooh. No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Oh no. Everyone is speechless. So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Maybe something like that? I just said that. Wait. So you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Is everyone silent still? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it, Mr. Wright? We're just engaging in a battle of wits. In the result of that battle, you've proven the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But it's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Lady, you tried to murder me by the Mafia. You don't deserve to get away. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem likely that she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If there are no more questions, I'll be leaving. Let's see, what should I ever do? I can say that she's done it, I can ask her to testify again, or no further questions. I kind of want her to testify yet again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? I know when to give up. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all that needs to be said. Or say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far only to fail. It seems there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth called for an objection to end the cross-examination? What? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see why we had anything to gain by repeating the last several times. Mr. Edgeworth? I do see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, dang it, Edgeworth. Indeed. Violently, I say, ergo. I want to hear what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning the matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said that wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that? Edgeworth. After finding the body, okay. I was with Sal and Old Meg, the security lady, when I found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security of the old lady pointed at Powers saying he did it. Of course Old Meg would automatically jump up Powers. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're really close. We're close, real close. Maybe she's acting tough now. But if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. find the key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Okay. Let's press everything. Okay. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I said it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes, mind you. Retarder, back off. I'll back up. Better leave this one be. I'm sure she'll see anything I had to throw at her anyway. The assistant was there and only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, right? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what?
Give me a second, I gotta go shut them up.
There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Let's press this one.
Hey.
The script in your direction notes? Who's in here? Hi, Jesse, how you doing? Yes, they were quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have been stolen. Wait. Oh, I guess not. Let's see here. I'll press. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse or anything. Why were you under that? There was a murder after all. You could think of rehearsing after that. Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Oh, Edgeworth, Your Honor. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring her script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Oh! Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. What have you just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move.
So...
Or are you thinking of a career change to the feds? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor, but I will stand by my statement. However, regardless of how the court sees my role here, I know Ms. Vasquez. Do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me? I can open up my phone here. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the feds? What kind of court is this? No matter.
You're doomed, lady.
I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there wouldn't be no rehearsal. Very well, witness. Change your testimony to reflect this. I knew that Hammer was injured, so I couldn't do any action scenes, so I left her behind.
I
Things are
gotta
okay.
go, dude.
Wait, let's press this one. Hold it. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. We have to find something to peg this on her. Or everything we've done wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Oh, we'll get her. Wait. I knew that Hammer was injured? Wait. Hang on. Wait a minute. Wasn't it actually... I think I'll raise this picture to her. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? The person who was injured in the run for that morning, that person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Hammer who was injured? Oh, I already said it. Sal told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run for that morning. He would have known that Mr. Powers was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw him limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but it wasn't Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, what happened?
I got a meme.
Oh, nice.
To show you the power of flex tape, I sealed up a singularity.
I need to see this. It would have been after he put the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez? You met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that samurai suit. That is why you were confused. That is why you thought it was Hammer who had injured that morning. Oh! Order!
I
Order!
I can't send the image.
Oh,
It
no.
won't let me.
Witness. Can you refute this claim? Oh, she's so mad. I love how she keeps smoking away her stress in court. Yes, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Hammer dead? Yes, he fallen hard on times, but he was a star. I'm getting a call. Decline. I don't know who this is.
I'm getting a call from reality. It is saying your statement is bullshit.
He saw. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Him, that meme fucking killed me. Which
Yes,
I'm dead.
like a
I am
motive.
deceased. I am in the grave.
Nice.
Flex tape.
Why would she have
Flex
killed
tape
the victim?
somehow can fix a singularity.
If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court.
What the fuck happened?
Does the
What's
defense
with
have
that
anything to say on this
flex
matter?
tape?
In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Oh, yes, I can prove it. Okay. I have proof, and I will show you. I present you the evidence to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Basically,
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
this is my proof.
Were you
This
expecting me to do that?
is this the photo from before?
Maybe.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez?
Look at this giraffe. Look at this giraffe.
5 years
Every time I
ago,
do it.
Mr. Hammer was at a height of his fame. Or the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case is currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident predicted...
Exigent.
Shut up. Ironically enough, the accident
No, I was
persisted
trying
Mr.
to
Hammer's
actually
fall.
throw
Okay.
out an idea of the word.
Okay, his fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bring us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last rule. Yes, undoubtedly, it was the constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet we have not talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer had killed... It seems as if it were Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez and not the other way around. What motive could Vasquez have? Yeah, that's right. According to what you said, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Can't stop me and my shotgun. Pew.
Maybe she didn't have a motive after all. I don't know why. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez wanted was to push him off the stairs in self-defense. Oh! What's that now? It's simple. Hammer was intended to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What?
Are you actually confused or are you just quoting something?
I'm quoting what the dialogue. Your Honor.
Okay, well, that was quite convincing is all I'm gonna say.
Nice. Mr. Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security later, thinking he was Powers. The Jackhammer went his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh, she broke her long cigarette stick.
Oh, cigarello.
Yeah. So.
Ah, shit.
You did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me.
So finally, someone's humble. Nice.
Someone get an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel!
Hey, guess
Manuel! What?
Something tells me they were fucking.
Don't touch him, Ms. Vasquez.
Something tells me they were fucking.
No! What's going on,
Yep.
Jesse?
They were fucking on the side.
Please don't die.
Yeah,
please.
no, that's the desperation of a woman who's lost her lover.
Oh.
Me. I'm just like, yep, this is happening.
Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. At least she accepts the defeat.
She takes the L.
Missy is
Yeah.
not
Nice.
her real name.
Me.
Oh, really?
I'm just like, she takes the L? Sweet!
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? She's waiting in the lobby, Your Honor. She is calm and collected as ever. I see.
What the fuck? Aw, shit.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought
I just have a
yet
guy on
about
my team
another
leave?
vehicle.
Are you
I-
kidding me?
Gorillas.
Thank you. Why, thank you, Your Honor.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sweet. I found a skin for a car.
That I don't even use.
Spilled
I think
paint.
not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he could be found solely natural.
The Joker,
Not
24/7, 420. Okay.
Yes.
Is that seriously
Yes.
the enemy team?
Marita.
Yes, sir, right. Marita, that sounds like a
No,
cool
that is
name.
my teammate. What?
What? That's amazing. You're right. Very well.
Shit.
Mother.
The court finds defendant, Mr. Powers, not guilty.
Why do we have people just leaving the
Celebrate
team?
good times.
Oh yeah, we're
Come
losing.
on. Yes.
Come on. Come on, guys. We can still win this.
That is all.
Even
This court is adjourned.
though it's like 83-35. I don't know. I don't know why Gambit lets it.
Oh my god. That was close. Holy
Right.
shit.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that
Are
Mr.
you
Hammer
kidding me?
stole my. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think he was gonna try to frame me for the murder.
Sorry, wrong name.
It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Hammer want to blame me? Show evidence? Well,
Cage
I think
guts.
I know. Well, This is what I think. Mr. Hammer
Ace
wanted to
detective
blame
work.
you because of this photograph.
It's a giraffe.
Sorry?
It's actually.
What does that mean? Yeah, what does this mean, Maya? Yeah, what does this mean, Maya? Nick? You know that problem of yours? That problem where you present evidence that makes no sense? You're doing it again. Wait, I am? Oh. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Can't wait to get
Marita.
back at this sweating costume.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Is
about that.
something wrong?
Me.
No, of course not. Ah!
Your
Nick?
job is over.
Edgeworth! Oh my gosh, why are you looking at me like that, Edgeworth? You look like you're about to take me by the throat. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. Don't waste my time gloating. You don't waste time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gone away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have
What'd
been
you
better
send me, Tim?
if we had not met.
Some that I got
Thanks
sent
to
to the
you,
Discord.
I am
group,
saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Scared.
I am saddened with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary
Breakfast
feelings.
pancake? Yeah, have you seen the actual
Yes.
animated one where it's the
Unease
actual
and
GameCube
uncertainty.
boot up?
No.
Aren't
It's
those
literally a video.
aren't
Just
those
type
kinda
in
necessary?
breakfast pancake
They're only to serve.
and find the one of that
They only
image.
serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
Yes.
That's what I came here to tell you.
Breakfast! Breakfast!
Mr. Wright? What? Was that guy your
Interesting.
friend? What? Friends? As if? They're rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Okay.
We both like Slipknot.
We both sang
you're
before
dead.
I forget.
No, it's duality, obviously.
Duality, yes. I am so certain. And so the curtain closed on another trial.
It's
I
the
caused quite a
only
stir by
thing-
revealing the incident from 5 years ago.
It's made of all
I
the
was
things I have
the
to
talk of the town.
say.
Thankfully,
Jesus
Global
never
Studio
ends.
rethought its programming
Bushes flying
change.
inside.
They went back to making
As the
kid shows
pain
again.
goes on.
Pink Princess!
Nick!
This is it! The new show starts today. You gotta watch it with me, right? I admit, I was kinda surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go with it. But I have to buy you have to buy trading cards too, okay? We'll have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine,
Well-
I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? Why is he the Pink Princess? I wonder if they'll get the show's real face
You
this
ever
time.
heard of a gender bent princess? It's called
like a
Pete.
weird-
It's weird.
It's like a very bizarre looking robot body. It's like very
Man,
pink and
Don't
pretty.
don't hate the player. Hate
Okay.
the game.
I
Say don't hate the
don't. I don't think the world is ready for the real world powers.
Oh shit. Motherfucker, about to kill me.
But yeah, Mr. World Power is wearing the pink suit with his face showing, which just looks so weird. Ooh, I
Isn't he
could.
dead? Yeah.
Ooh, I could do case 4. Turnabout good. What was it called? Turnabout goodbyes? Is that what it said? Oh, Deirdre.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
Complete
turnabout
the
goodbyes.
Reckoning Tier 3 of complete the Bridge of Folly encounter in
I
Tier 3 of
think
Reckoning.
I might take a bit of a break from playing this game, and I might stack on something. So thanks for sharing it, everybody. But that's gonna be it for this tonight. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you guys later.